Alrighty, hello, and welcome back. We're not actually at the game development stuff at the moment. We're just getting the last of a run done in Star Rail for a thing. Just getting that quickly done, and then we'll be on to what we're supposed to be doing. I apologize, it'll take a moment. But everyone's having a good day so far. Hope everyone's had a good one. Oh. I apologize in advance for potentially low energy. Today I apparently got fucking kicked from the game. If that's the case, I'll just come back to it later. I can finish this run later. I was only wanting to get it done because it needed to get done. If it's gonna kick me to the title, then I'll just quit the game. But yeah. Hey, camel. Yeah. But yeah, no, I had a shit time last night. Alright. Hopefully I can now close the game so I can open up the game div. And I do need to find the music to play. I was gonna play this one, I think. There we go. Okay. Alright. But yeah, I hope everyone had a good weekend. I spent most of mine just watching anime, actually, realistically. I didn't get anywhere near as much work done as I should have. I did watch a lot of anime. I re-binged watched like the 3 seasons of Working or Waganari or whatever it's called, if I recall correctly. That's what it's called. Which is a very old anime that I absolutely fucking loved. What else did I watch? I watched a lot. I didn't finish the Water Mage one. I kind of got bored of that one. I'm not gonna lie, like episode 8, I'm like very signed out of it because of the issues I talked about the other time. What else did I watch? Mikadono Sisters. I did watch Mikadono Sisters. That was pretty solid. And I started watching the shy, like the hero and the stunt hero and the assassins series. That was pretty fun. Oh yeah, I did watch another one, but I think I already talked about that one because I basically finished it after the stream. Alright. I've been pretty relaxed with everything else other than that, though. Not much work getting done. Which is not good. Not good at all. Ugh. Alright. Also, yes, we started like today, I apologize in advance. Oh, I apologize for that. It is what it is. Today's gonna be a hell of an off day for me. So I'll try my best to not let that bleed too far into the stream. Alright. When we left off, I was working on the camera-related stuff. So I can do kind of Matara's, alt. Was kind of what I was trying to work on, if I recall correctly. Because I loosely put together all the rest of her kit. So, EX is an array with the cooldown and then the skill. Matara's ult probably needs to be... something. This is one of those times where, if I'm being realistic, this probably should be like every 2-3 minutes, right? So we'll give it a 3-minute cooldown. Because it is a hell of a potent effect. This one, on the other hand, can be every, like, 2 minutes. Right, yeah. Okay, hey Army, how's it going? What am I looking for? I'm looking for you. So I can open up the other project, so I can see the fine details that I don't have actually. Oh, noted down. Oh. Oh yeah, I think it was it last week? No, I think it was the week before we talked about how EA had been, purchased by, well, it was kind of a broad stroke purchase, but part of it was the Israel government, because it's their royal fund that put money into it. Which is wild to think about. But apparently they've also made it clear that they want to use AI moving forward to streamline things. Which is... yeah. That's a whole thing. Uni started, was a nice long weekend. Yeah, I could see that. I am kind of not envious of university anymore. Like, I'm still, like, in a limbo state with a degree, where I'm, like, about halfway in it. That's my second degree, specifically, and I know they're gonna be calling me in the next, like, month, asking whether or not I want to come back, because I've been away for 1.5 years now. I don't think I'm coming back. I don't. I want to, I really do. But, like, the only way I'd come back is, like... God, I would love to just go back at part-time capacity. I think that's how I would want to go back, but I just don't think I'm capable of doing that right now. Right, now I need to look for... No, not you. Player characters. It's called roach attacks, okay. Super type EX. What did I put as the... I didn't put a subtype? Yeah, didn't think so. And then, yep, that's that. Okay, so functionally speaking, what do we actually want this to do? Well, before I think it gave you area and size. Oh, and it also made you immune, that's right. I don't think I've actually set up buffs at this stage, right? Yeah, I don't think I've got a buff architecture. Like buff and debuffs. Okay, well, I guess I should probably add that then. Player effects applied. Alright, there we go. I'm so straight that I could suck dick and it wouldn't be gay. That's fair. How's it going, devil? Alright, so I'm going to need function player effect applied constructor. So what do we need? We need a name. We need a duration. We need a function to, or well, we'll call it, inde func. Because it'll be the function relieving this at the end. And then inde func args. I think that's the main stuff. Is there anything else that I can think of that I would need to do this with? Okay, so before we had stacks. Stacks. Oh, I'm gonna have to look at my old code, because I know I was actually pretty happy with how it was before. But I am gonna do some massive changes to it. Okay, so name duration function arguments replace stacking stack self stack count. Yeah, that's basically it. That's all I truly need going in. So, let's give it a default name. Duration. Function. Funcs. Stacks. There we go. Alright. Okay, so that's our that's our struct for it. How do we want to do this? God, my brain's really not working today. Y'all know what I mean when I say, like, you have... So, I don't dream much anymore, right? But, like, last night, I had a dream that can be best defined as, like, your brain being actively as cruel as fucking possible. That's... yeah. That's how I describe it. I basically, I woke up at about, like... it would have been... 2, 3 a.m. from, like, the worst fucking dream. And I have not been able to have good... like, I've barely been able to close my fucking eyes since. Being Suicider and me and Shaggy and Scooby... me, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, trying to keep him from ending it. Goddamn. That's... such a better dream than what I had. I wish I had that. I don't know what my subconscious is trying to tell me, but it doesn't seem to be okay. Hey, it's still better than mine, at least. Mine was very, very clear what it wanted, which was, hey, do you want to not... Alright. Actually, that's a good point. I should probably just remove these default variables and set up a thing correctly with this. Except for stacks. I think I'll keep stacks as that. Okay, there we go. Let's see, I went to Aqua's stream and she was saying don't use the TTS to talk to each other, it's for talking to the streamer, me. So of course I spent my last 200 bits so I could ask the chat how they were doing the TTS. That's literally the objective thing you have to do. Where is this? Alright, there we go. Okay. Okay, what was I doing? So, array, push, positive effects, then new layer, effect applied, name, duration, except I had dutation, duration, duration, funk, funk args, stacks. There we go. Man, I wish I could. I really need to set up something like TTS with stuff. It's just the problem is, again, Twitch doesn't have anything for me to use it off currently, because I don't even think I've got channel points, let alone bits enabled. It's just because Twitch's requirements are just still quite far away for me, especially by the fact of how much I stream. not donating through YouTube because they want my credit card information. I know. It's fair. Hey, I'm not saying you have to do fucking anything. I mean, I've already given YouTube my credit card information. That's how I pay for my YouTube Premium, right? Except at the moment, they technically have my PayPal instead. Because they don't ask me why, but it works out better for me to pay it via PayPal. But, yeah. I mean, I have to literally, to even receive money from YouTube, they have to have my banking details. And they actually had to know, like, they have a lot of security checks, admittedly, in mind for the taking the money part. To, like, even confirm that I was the person logged in, setting all of it up, that, like, that was the bank account I wanted it to go to, they have to send a physical thing to my address. That gives me a code to put in to basically complete doing the process, which took months. Now, admittedly, like, I've not been really fussed about that, but it was just like, that's something I'll give them credit for. And plus, I trust Google as much as I trust Amazon, so I don't really mind either way for that stuff. Because I'm pretty sure Twitch, it's still set up with my PayPal as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still set up via my PayPal. Because that's how I was auto-paying for Aura's subscription. Which I think I have broken that since, because I've just not had the money in my account spare to keep up subscriptions. Alright, anyway. Okay, so that's the most basic part of the setup, but this is still not quite what we want. So we're going to have to do okay, this is actually gonna be like this, isn't it? Sex equals, so stacks isn't even gonna be part of this. stacks is part of a true or false. By default, we're gonna set as stacks as false. So let's work this backwards. If stacks, then we're gonna want to do some weird stuff. Because what do I got in the other one? So it's caring for the array length. We don't really care about some of this stuff, but hey. But we do care about if there is a previously existing name of it. Yeah, so this is the stuff that we need to go through. Okay, so let's go with if array index get find index. And we're gonna have to, oh god, it's gonna be annoying because we're gonna have to context this, aren't I, from memory? So var context equals name. So we're gonna have to put in positive effects. Function. I think it's index. Return. I'm going to have to double check this one. So it's element index. Okay, so I is just the element. Okay, so no, this is, yeah, so it's element index return if element dot name is equal to, and I forgot that I need to method context name. So this is if already is existing in list. Should probably put that above the thing. Okay, so now we need to check if stacks if the effect stacks Um... How do I handle if it stacks with itself and it ticks down? Oh, that's right. No, I just have it as... Yeah, so there can be stack self, or there's not stack self. Yeah, so not stack self. So they stack independent of each other. Would that just be easier to handle across the board? No, doesn't quite get us what we want. So if not stacking with self, and if the number of items is less than the stack count, add another. Okay. Um... Okay. I think we need to have checking for replacer first. It makes the most sense because the sooner that's checked, the sooner we can go from there. That's very funny, Devil. I just smacked my phone again. Give me a sec. Yeah. Alright. So in the old replacive effect, I kinda am gonna do something similar. Okay, so we're going to, Okay, that will make it a little bit better, so now I can actually use index correctly here. How much do I want to be re-referencing it? Should be fine. One. And then array push. Nice. That doesn't look too bad. Okay, so replace a thing. If it's replacing, it'll just go cool, 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 cool. Also, I should probably just then move this to here, right? Like that. So that's our security points for that setup. Okay, stacks. Then we're gonna probably have to have so stacks, and then stacks self equals false by default. So let's see. Okay, this makes me come to a realization point. I think I'm gonna have to standardize how I do stacking buffs. Because the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm like, wait a minute, this actually seems really, really damaging if I don't handle this correctly. Because the old system, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, while it's not bad, it does have a little bit of weight to it that it doesn't need. And this like difference between stacking and stacking self and all that sort of stuff. What I could do Hmm. So, okay, we've got two approaches that we could try and do. We could split them like we had before. Oh no, so we've got three approaches, sorry. We have them split, or we have them as one or the other. And one is, it will always stack into the pre-existing one, which works well with what we've currently got kind of here. Or, it stacks independent, and then I'm gonna have to do a for loop search if I've hit one index. So I'm gonna then have to, like, if we've got stacking ones, which theoretically that means it's happening very regularly, so we want to minimize the amount of work that it's having to do. Because the idea before was that it meant that I could have stacks diminish independent of each other if I wanted them to, which I think is how Juniper's effect worked. Was that it meant that, like, on damage you get a speed buff, but each of the stacks diminish independently. Whereas, like, if I do this, then it just means that you're always at cap, pretty much. Which, I mean, you were already pretty much always at cap anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. Yeah, no, I think we have to just have it all in stack on the one thing. So that creates an interesting scenario with this. What I'm probably going to need to do then is I'm going to need to set up a standard of... doing this. So the ID is always first. Now, most of the time that's going to do nothing, but it is a essential thing to pass through. Okay, so that should just mean, then... positive effects... index... first of all, we need to do stack count check, so... if... stack... is less than so stack count is less than current stats, and stack count is less than Or no, and current stacks is less than. Let's give us a really dumb number to work with, so we have like, this is our cap. Nothing can ever go above this stack. I'm gonna go 1,000. Then we're going to do positive effects index dot stacks plus plus. Yeah, I think that pretty much resolves it. So how about I write up a end effect? Array index. In positive effect, and then I'm gonna yoink this. And there we go. So this means that should be a little bit easier to work with long term. Sorry, I've been probably quite boring today. Again, just working. Plodding along on my programming. Like I said, I'm fairly out of it and fairly drained. What is some other random news I saw? Oh, I need a fucking update. It's not update. I need to finish the current update of Star Rail again. Because I still haven't done any more on the campaign. Or like the newest campaign that came out that I was like gearing up for. Oh, also, there is an anime that's coming out this season that I am like super fucking excited for. In case people haven't seen it, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But it's basically, it's a villainess series, but the like main villainess actually just straight up dicks someone in like the first episode. Like, straight up dicks the heroine. Let me see if I can try and find it. Ah, yeah, here it is. This one here. Saigo ni hitotsu dake onegai shite mo yoroshii deshouka. Like, this one actually looks fucking amazing. So I'm very down for that one. I have seen clips from it, and it looks really funny. Okay, Alright, do you have anything interesting planned to do this week? At this point, not really. I have, we're starting up Final Fantasy VIII. I've got some work that I need to do, and I've got a meeting I need to go attend, at least one meeting. I'm actually, again, like, this week's not a very great week for me. Last week fucked me up, and it seems that it's going to impact this week a lot as well. I probably need to go get some meds. I think I actually have them booked in to go pick up today, if I remember correctly. I'll have to double check with them. The problem I have with my pharmacy, and I don't know if anyone understands like this kind of issue with it, but it's really dumb, I'm gonna be honest. So they'll message me when it's like, oh, 7 days until your script is needed, to come and refresh. Say yes to get it, right? Or, oh look, this is the day of the refresh, you say yes. You never get a response to the yes, and you get told, oh, we've disposed of it because it's 48 hours over the time or whatever. That's it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why not actually tell me, hey, yeah, we've got it ready for you now? What's so fucking hard about doing that? You've got the energy to tell me it's gonna fucking expire, but you've not got the energy to tell me, oh, it's ready to be picked up now? Even though if I go in physically and tell them, hey, I want to pick this up later, they will text me then. It's so frustrating. It's so beyond frustrating. So there's a chance that my meds have already been tossed out because I said yes on Friday. And there's a 48-hour window on it. It's really fucking annoying. And it gets on my nerves. And it's a very petty thing to have get on my nerves, and I fully acknowledge that. There we go. Made us go there like 3 times. Yeah, it's really fucking annoying. So I'm gonna see if that's there today. Go pick that up. I know I need to book a doctor's appointment for December. Been asked to do that. Haven't done that yet. I'm also feeling kind of hungry, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't had anything to eat yet. To be fair, I've not eaten very much in the last, like, 4 or 5 days. By my own stupidity. What, I had those pizzas? Admittedly, then, by that argument, I have had a lot to eat. 3 pizzas and, like, a couple of sides is a lot to eat to a normal person, admittedly. For me, a single pizza and something extra is, like, a meal. No, yeah, I haven't been eating much because I just haven't gone out, right? Like, I've literally not left my room, since Thursday. The furthest I've gone outside my room was to pick up the food from outside the room. That's, like, at my door. So, I do need to put in a little bit more effort, I think. I had a burrito, there was an accident on the road, so I had to drive, like, half a street around it. Ugh. Almost every day the past week? God damn. You been foraging or something? Okay, and then I'm going to have a, alright, there we go. Let's see, mostly walking my dog, your parents' dogs, but also riding your bike. Fair. I think I need to go for a walk. That's what I need to do. To be fair, my legs have been killing me as well at the moment. Yesterday in particular, like, I actually didn't walk. I couldn't walk even correctly. It was not fun. To be fair, I think that might be from, like, a mixture of lack of nutrients and, like, a lack of anything but lying in bed. I look very, lanky, more so than normal at the moment. Like, I want to stress as well, it's not that I don't have food fully at the moment, I do actually have some food. It is just, like, some of the food I have, I need to go cook. And I have a part of my brain at the moment that does not like the idea of going outside of the room. Because of what happened last week. And I'm not going into what happened last week because it's not something I should go into. But yeah. I have to drink the water. I have been trying to drink water, but I haven't been drinking anywhere near enough, I'm pretty sure. I'm someone that, like, drinks a lot of water, but I do get bored from time to time, and I'm starting to hit that category where, like, I could really go for something that's not water. I needed to drink some more water. Especially with, like, the one thing I have been, like, also eating off to the side has has a fairly decently high salt content. Do it now? I did! I just did it then! I sipped from my water. I have a cup next to me. Admittedly, it's almost empty, but... there we go, see? I'm gonna put one here for a moment. Is less than equal to 0. And actually, let's wrap this entire thing in there. Positive effects. I dot duration is not equal minus 100. There we go. And then bar index from array push index remove I. Then if array length index remove is greater than 0. For var I equals 0, array length oops, I is greater than array length. Index remove I plus plus end. It's not gonna give it to me freely. That's kind of annoying. End positive effect. Index remove I. There we go. And then we're just gonna repeat this for negative effects. Okay, then I'm going to go pull cooldown function. Because then we're going to do this again with this reduction architecture. Cool. So now what we've done there, in case people have wondered, so duration tick is it's the tick down of the duration. I can now put this on a step event, and it will tick down each of the durations based on how much delta time's going on, right? So it's based on the time between each frame. So this is what we did with cooldowns and what we're gonna do with with this stuff. Now, there's an argument I could tie it to cooldown functionality, but it would just get so messy at that point. It's easy enough to set this up. So this will now mean that the duration will tick down each frame by however much time in between it and the last frame was. Meaning that it will tick down consistently and correctly in a way that, like, is understandable. And then from there, it means that, yeah, we cleanly deal with lag as well with those ticks. That's a big thing as well. And it should result in a nice clean reduction of everything. Now I've got the negative 100 on this, because my kind of idea is if the duration equals negative 100, that's a permanent, like, buff / debuff that's being applied. Now I don't probably have very many of those that are going to exist, but we'll see. Ugh. So this should actually be our new buff architecture. So now we actually need to set this up in the player. And then we'll add in the cooldown check, the same as this. Or the duration tick. Boom. What's the question mark for? Which question mark? I don't use a question mark in this code. I can't explain what question marks are used for, but it's not in this piece, right? To the left? Oh, do you mean on this? But here. You mean that thing there? So that is my whip icon. That's what the player looks like when it's not got anything applied to it, which it will never look like that. Because it's immediately got an art point applied to it. So if you go into here, there's a pixel and a... I can open up this. It's SP Whip. So you'll actually see it written a lot of places as SP Whip. It is literally Sprite Whip. Work in progress. See? W-I-P behind a question mark. That's all that is. I tend to use it as the... again, the base sprite for pretty much everything in the game, so I know whether or not something broke along the way. And on top of that, every character, pretty much all the icons are SP Whip for now, as I go here, for example, purely because I haven't inputted the sprites for it all. That's all that is. Does that answer your question effectively? So now... I ate a gyros, and now I will be die. Thank you for... The fuck do you mean by ate by gyros? Or am I having, like, a moment and not understanding what you said? Let's see. Oh, it's a Greek food. Oh, okay. That'd probably explain why I don't know it off the top of my head. Looks very much like a panini sort of thing. But yeah, no, if it's Greek, then it isn't G silent. So it'd be Euro. Meat cooked on a vertical rotisserie, then sliced and served wrapped in stuffed and pita bread alongside ingredients such as tomato. Yeah, this is a fucking... It's like a kebab. In fact, this is what we have as kebabs most of the time. Yeah, this is Turkish kebabs. I'm not sure 100% obviously if they are considered Turkish kebabs, but we call them Turkish kebabs. At least here in New Zealand. Ugh. There we go. It's been a long time since I've had a Turkish kebab, not gonna lie. Could go for one. It's been a long time, actually, now that I think about it. Damn, you made me hungry. This food with Turkey, mostly because main kebab place here is literally called Turkish kebab, and all the kebab places here are run by Turkish people. Yeah, no, it's the same here. There's like, it's literally normally a Turkish kebab restaurant, or place, or whatever you want to call them. An establishment that's like, that do those, though. That's why I was like, it looked like a panini for a moment, but then I looked at it further and it looked like it was wrapped slightly most of the time. So I'm like, yeah, no, that's a Turkish kebab is what it's called here. Even though apparently it's from Greece. It's called something else, but you know. New Zealanders are lazy. Also serve it on a plate? Nah, you just get that shit wrapped up to go. Spinny, though. It is actually quite spinny to get them nowadays. It's like 20, 30 bucks per fucking thing. It's over 20 bucks, I think, for a wrap. That's kind of normal here in New Zealand. Like, if you go and look at a place to buy food, a meal is 20 bucks at minimum. And a meal for me is like 30 to 50. That's the problem. 35. Oh, I can't do the conversion in my head. It's like 70 cents, I think. Because let's see, it's oh, it's 47, Jesus. So, you said it was 35, right? So yeah, it's about 16 bucks. It's cheaper. A lot cheaper. Yeah, no, money here in New Zealand sucks. So... player... I don't know what it's called off the top of my head. Here's a fixed score, okay. But yeah, so it's basically, it's half the price we have to pay for something similar. Man. This is rough. It's worse as well because recently, since I've been, like, during programming especially, I've been craving sweets, which is so anti-me. I don't like sugary things, right? But I've been, like, I think I'm burning too many brain cells. Or, like, burning too much energy up in the brain, which does actually like sugar. To do that. So I might actually have to, like, adjust my diet soon to, well, what little I have of one, to accommodate getting a little bit of sugary stuff again. Because I'm fucking struggling. Fun little fact, to those that might... I wonder if people kind of know about this. So a lot of the time, if your body's craving something, it's because your body thinks it needs it, right? So obviously there are some times where it's craving stuff because of synthetic attempts to try and tell your brain, hey, you need this addiction, sort of stuff like that. That's a very common thing there. However, at that same point, there are points in time with, like, for example, sugar. I don't have a lot of sugar in my diet, so my body does crave it from time to time, and yeah. It's kind of badly wanting it at the moment. Will be... And then I think all the defaults should be correct, because it's replaced true, yeah. I mean, oh god, what was it that I wanted to play the other day? There was something I wanted to play the other day. Homeworld. Homeworld was one that I wanted to play the other day. And I was actually very tempted to make that the game I played this week. Instead of Final Fantasy, and push Final Fantasy just like another week out or two. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I rolled a thing last night to decide whether or not I would play Final Fantasy this month or not. Like, that was how close I was to, like, I kinda don't know if I want to. But I'll play through Final Fantasy VIII, and then we're gonna take, like, a big break from Final Fantasy for a bit. Just because, while I fucking love the games, I can't play the same fucking game too much, right? And while they are progressively iterative on each other, that's the thing, they're still the same game. So I really am itching to play something very different. Time for Pathfinder, Kingmaker? Maybe. I don't know if I want to play, like... I'm trying to think about it, and I'm like, do I want to play any RPG at all? Like, do I want to avoid RPG mechanics, even? Even though that's a very different RPG, like, it's still kind of that sort of thing, right? Like, that's genuinely where my brain sits. Like, I sat there, I'm like, do I want to just play fucking Dishonored, even? Dishonored, Horizon, Ghost of Tsushima... Though there's Ghost of Your Hair's out now, I think, right? Maybe might nag my mate, see where he's at with that. And once he's done with it, see if I can borrow it. But aside from that, yeah. No, it's like, I really felt a little worn out from Final Fantasy games. That's why, kind of, I want to just play something that feels a little bit more... not that combat. I'm joking with Pathfinder. I mean, it's on my list to play. I think, did I buy it? I think I bought it. Yeah, Pathfinder Kingmaker is in my my library. It is fully a game I intend to play soon. At some point, I should say. But, you know. Fucking Final Fantasy has taken up so much of my time. Is so much of my time. And I fully expect 8 to take like 2 months. Like, I fully expect if I start playing it now, like this week, I'm going to probably be playing it till the end of next month. At minimum. Right? Like, maybe there's an argument that it's going to be less than that, but I still have a feeling it's going to be, like, probably 6-7 weeks. with the how often we play. So it would be a short answer of once we finish with 8, it's probably no more Final Fantasy till next year. And it'll be trying to figure out what games do we want to play in between that would be, like, good for filling that time, being slightly different, and enable the right kind of bullshittery. So I'm not getting called the moment I join stream. Hell yeah. Hey, you Clap, how's it going? There's so many games, though, as well. I kind of want to sit to a console game. Though, I'm actually really enjoying being able to just flick... As much as it's a pain in the ass to, like, set up and unset up from sometimes, playing console games has been really nice to, like, keep the intensity off my PC. And to actually have streams that feel way more smooth. Like, that's the other part. Because I was looking at it. Let me pull up my phone again. Because I can look at my my PlayStation games from here, specifically. So, if I go to the library, we've got Horizon Zero Dawn, we've got Heavy Rain, we've got Beyond Two Souls, Dishonored, Dishonored 2, and Ghost of Tsushima. Then I've already been promised, if I wanted to play other Spider-Man games, because I did play the first one. I kinda wouldn't mind playing the newer God of War as well. Wouldn't mind trying that, because I did play the first of the new stuff. I didn't play the second one, though. Not yet. I could probably convince my mate to let me borrow it. It was a God of War Ragnarok, that's it. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, no, I wonder what I do want to play. Because, like, I considered one or two of my Nintendo games as well, but they just feel too JRPG, I think. So I want to avoid those a little bit. Yeah. You want to play chess? Oh, I don't want to get into chess again. No, I've talked about this before. I got up to Masters in chess, and I really don't want to do that again. Like, I got good at chess. I got really good at chess. I don't want to do chess again. Also, I want to really iterate how much, like, there is a massive gap of, like, power, or, like, of understanding of the game and, like, skill of the game inside of Masters alone. Like, it's insane that some of the people that I was going up against inside of Masters is like, that's obscene. And to even consider going to Grandmaster would just be impossible. I would have to dedicate, like, all of my spare time to learning chess moves and techniques to, like, even come close to that. Minesweeper? Maybe. God, would that be an interesting one? Is there a Minesweeper roguelite? Surely there is at this point, right? Alright, that should give us the foundation for a lot of this. We do need to set up immunity, but we also technically are innately immune because we haven't even set up player taking damage yet. So, we don't need to worry too much on that right now. Should probably start setting that up soon, though. Hey, Darkrai, how's it going? So Matara's size is the next thing that needs to be changed. How I do that. So let me... Let's see, player functions. Function. How am I? That's a landmine of a question, so I'll move on from it. I'm alive, that's all that matters. Hey Roger, how's it going? Conquest of Elysium 5 is a fun game. Do I know that game? I feel like you've told me about it before. I'm feeling bad for not remembering. Conquest of Elysium 5. Yes, I do think I've seen this. You can be alive together. That is something. There we go. Right, how am I going to do this in this version instead? So... I'm gonna have to set up a cooldown thing, I think, right? So... let's context bind this. So I need, what is it again? It's instance, ID instance or player. Call it target instead. There we go. I've got undo/redo functional, and I'm adding more actions to its management. Fucking undo and redo is impressive. I don't really have a strict thing for unread adding, do I? Trying to think, how do I want to handle this? Okay, there we go. I'm also gonna have to quickly run a find all on this, because I need to know where I would potentially change this owner part here. I don't think I've ever changed it. No, I do change it. Okay, yeah. No, I don't. Not that. I'm gonna have to adjust a lot of code all of a sudden. So that's, I think, potentially the only case scenario of that. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Those are the only ones I can see. Cool, that's fine. Alright, so that should... mean that now I can run a repetition architecture through this. So if read and cooldowns list I dot re add current is less than cooldown list I dot re-add reps. Cooldown dot re-add reps. Re-add current. -1. Except we'll have... Oh, we should probably... Fuck, do I have to set up a ternary here? I think I need to set up a ternary so I'm not accidentally making an infinite loop here. So I need to have cooldown dot re-add what's it called? I literally wrote it seconds ago. Re-add reps. Is greater than 0. In that case, do this. Else do 0. Went from this is gonna be hell to refactor and integrate to, it took me 6 hours. Yeah. Do be like that some days. It do be like that some days. I'm gonna have to write in another piece of code here. I'm upset. Fuck's sakes. Alright. There we go. There we go. There's that. Okay, cool. Hopefully that works. So setting it as -10 should mean that there's the safety net of, like, basically it's, and if it's either -10 or this. That should be how we safety net re-adding. So now we have a limitation on re-adds. The reason we did all of that was so now Oh, that's skill push. I don't want skill push. Wait. No, I want, so what are the... The only skill push? Yes. Okay, I need a reference direct. So cool down. So with target, so with player, I need the cooldown core. God, this is why I wanted to try and set this up this way, so it's easier. Okay, so new cooldown const. I'm not gonna really care about the name for it. There's no index for it. Base value is the fucking delta tick, basically. Okay, base value. Function. So, there needs to be a sprite scale modifier, which I believe we have something for. Or have we not implemented that yet? It'll be easiest to see in movement. Sprite scaler. Right. If I go to player. Sprite scale and sprite scale modifier are two separate things. So I need to set up a modifier. Sprite scale mod equals 1. So the only thing I should need to change is this. And then player functions. Dot sprite Plus equal 0.5. Arguments is target. Re-add is true. And then re-add reputations, which is repetitions, which is the change that we're doing here, will be size amp divided by 0.5. 0.05, sorry. Okay, that should work pretty well. So now we're gonna copy this, because I'm lazy as shit, and we're gonna change this to down. And then all of this is going to be the same, aside from this being 0.1 value instead. Because we want it to shrink faster than it enlarges. I mean, should we, if I'm gonna do those, would it not make more sense to also add a, nah, fuck it, I'm just gonna be lazy. There we go. Okay, so that's literally everything aside from resetting the EX correctly. Which is this. So EX completed. And setting immunity. But we're not going to bother with setting immunity for now, because, like, literally we'd have to code how players take damage, which we haven't even set that up yet. Okay. So now is a big test point. I'm going to put our index to 1. I'm gonna see if the game crashes. Because there's several things we're testing all at once now. Because my sanity is out the fucking window. And for some reason I decided to test multiple things at once. To be fair, some of these shouldn't have any problems. But... Okay. Character list 955. Oh, 50. So. Player effects core cannot be resolved. Ah, that's probably why. Let me go look at... Yeah, that's what I thought. There is no caster, there is only owner. It's because it's an EX, I'm a fucking dumbass. I didn't go read my own code. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so there's a few things there that come to mind. First of all, I have not added this to one location. Okay, and then did I not try and make a lockout architecture for this? Just do this now, for now. Okay, this should fix a little bit of this, but we'll see. Ah, okay. Okay, that should fix that. Oh god, my brain. Okay, hopefully this works now. So I don't because what was happening a second ago is basically I can hold down the button and it will reapply the modifiers. And certain things were not getting were being reapplied too aggressively, so it would cause me not to be able to see what's going on. Okay, the game's having a moment. It grew once. It also seems to have massively broken pathing. So this doesn't seem to be working. Like, it ticks once? There's no point in the current, really, right? Yeah, I thought so. Okay, come on, work with my buddy. Oh god. I'm now starting to get a headache. On top of everything. Okay, I'm looking for compound operators. Yeah, so it should be an aura. Should be working, right? Hmm. Do I? Oh, no, wait, I'm doing the wrong ore, aren't I? Am I? No, this is the correct ore, because the other one is explicitly has to be different. Yeah, it's exclusive ore. Have I written something somewhere wrong? I'll try this. Okay, alright. I'm getting there. I swear. We're getting there with progress. Eventually. Maybe. We'll hope. There we go. That seems to be just infinitely growing. Okay, so it's not capping out the repetitions correctly. So one of these conditionals need to be true. Right. So it has to either equal -10, or the repetitions need to be greater than 0. Yeah, she's growing too much still. Okay. Switch to the zombie deck. Took a while to readjust. You want your monsters to go to the graveyard? Yeah. Yeah, sounds about right. It's a learning curve of each of those sorts of styles and archetypes, right? It's like all of them kind of play a little differently, and how you kind of want them to resolve. So I should have 8 ticks total. So let me... look at this. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get spammed with a lot of numbers here. It's not decreasing. I mean, it was one of the issues I had with there's a couple of decks in Magic that I had that issue with. I mean, one of the fucking mistakes that I still make a little bit with my brain is the allocation of resource management in it. So what I mean by that is, like, life is a resource, right? This is a very common term used by a lot of people. But like in Magic, especially the case. So there's what's called Pain Lands, right, in Magic, which is it's a land that enters. You can tap for a colorless, or you can tap it for one of two colors, but it will deal 1 damage to you, sort of thing, right? These lands are insanely good in decks that don't like have a shitload of fetch lands stuff going on. Like, if you're not fetching for type lands, they're really good to add. Okay, this more or less is working. There's obviously some quality stuff to this that could be done. But we go big. And we start shrinking again. I do think we're getting smaller each time, though. Also, I just noticed something there I need to fix. So the question is, why? Okay, I can remove the debug message here, though. That's fine. But why is it that it doesn't look like Matara's stuff is actually being equipped? It looks like Iron Mouse's stuff was being equipped. Like, the EX was getting transferred through. Why is the... character constructor not feeling like it's working? I mean, there's an easy check that I can do, but... Oh, whoops. I gotta love misspelling. Gotta love it. Okay, the game's super laggy, that's just gonna be how that is. Okay. So... Metamorphosis doesn't look like it's working. So I guess I haven't set up kill trigger yet. I have not. Cool. Okay. At what point in time am I checking for kill triggers? Looks like it's on the enemy. Let's see. If you have Total War, Warhammer, any part, I'd be interested in watching a stream of that too. I would definitely be interested in playing one of those. I don't know if I do, though. Okay, But let me have a little look if I've got any of the Total War games, because I'd be curious as well. Total. Nope. I don't own a single one. I've played one of them, I swear, before, though. Alright. Fortunately, the cost is about much. Yeah, I think that's probably why I've not had one before. Or not owned one myself. Alright, trigger. Trigger handler. Triggers. T. Does that work? Oh, wait, I haven't got the, there we go. Also, I think the music just ran out. I'll sort this and then think on that. Ugh. I'm sure I could borrow one of the Total War games from a friend. To be fair, Steam's library sharing is like no longer anywhere near what it used to be. Which makes me very upset, because it used to be a really great way for like a bunch of friends to chip in on a game or something like that. Alright, let's see if it crashes. It crashes! Illegal array usage, huh? Combo trigger line at 62. Specifically. This one. Do that then. I thought I'd done that before. Guess I can't. Makes sense, but still. It does mean that the trigger went off, though. So that's already a good start. I said I was going to get the music sorted. God damn it. I see what's happened. I forgot the rule of triggers. That's what's happened. I think? Is that what I'm understanding with this? Array push, trigger name. The chain list array. Args. pass-through info gets put behind that. Yeah, okay, so I need to remember that this is ARGs coming through. So, var struct equals, args bracket 1 bracket 0. I think. Execution error now. Argument point out of point. Cool. Okay. So wait, it's saying to me that range 1 is too long? Or that I went too deep? I mean, I haven't used trigger handle before, so that's probably why. Okay, so this is what do we do for healing. I'm gonna just repeat this for now. We have an object here. Do that for now. Skip around a little bit. before I do that, go back here. That should be how it's done. Okay. Yep, there we go. It's working. Now, there we go. That's the weapon trigger failing. That's fine. I'm okay seeing the weapon trigger fail. Is that just that's gonna be how that works. I'm not surprised at that fucking up, because that was a really, really rough input of it. So specifically, it was here that failed, and it is the weapon failed to find. So, find equip. So, I should be wow, I'm really not returning a lot of information, huh? What the fuck's wrong with me sometimes? So, I'm like, okay, well I need to add this in so I can actually get the struct that I'm supposed to be getting for. I did that here. I didn't do that there, even though that's the one that... Okay, I'm just an idiot. Don't mind me. Ah! I'm doing well today. I'm really not, but I'm doing well today. Okay. Now let's see if the other part of this works now correctly. Because that would probably be the main thing that stopped it. One more swing and we might find out. Me win the Yeah, that's felt right. I go sleep, bye. Catch you later, devil. I mean, I'm probably gonna be finishing up soon as well. I'm not feeling it today. After fucking having a shit-ass dream. I didn't even talk about that today. I posted something on Twitter about it, but like yeah, I think I talked about it briefly. I don't know anymore. I had a really shit dream, and that shit dream has really set the pace for the day. And I keep calling it a dream. It was a straight up nightmare. And tell the general idea of the dream. I mean, again, it's best described as like your brain actively finding everything it can to hurt you in the most like effective ways possible. I relived several of my most like the worst moments of my life in like a weird combined fashion that left me with such a awful feeling afterwards. I cannot stress enough. It was like it involved a lot of things, and it's a lot of things that even I don't really want to talk about, and that should tell you a lot about how hard that dream was. And especially with how my mental health's been kind of fucked for the last, like, week. Since, again, Thursday last week. This was not really what I needed, because I thought I was on the, like, upswing, and then I wasn't. And now I'm, like, even more spooked about even leaving my room. So, yeah, it's thrown me off. It's meant that it's really hard to just even close my eyes at the moment. And yeah. Except I was a pony for My Little Pony for some reason. Yeah, sometimes things like that, they do be like that. They do indeed be like that. You're an action number. You'll forget about it soon. I hope you feel better later in the day. I hope so as well, but I know these kinds of dreams. These dreams tend to shake me up a lot, and it has. And I don't recover from them very easily because of just how good they are at hitting the right spots. Again, the greatest bully you'll ever come across is yourself, and this is what this kind of is. It hit exactly the right weaknesses. And I can recognize that, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt. And that's the hard part of it all. Is no matter what you think, it is still, like, the case. I'll get over it at some point, though. It's just, like I said, it's really throwing me off today. Yeah, but have a good one, Devil. Have a good rest. Don't have dreams like mine. I'm just confused at what's going on with this right now. Should be... So it should be target self, get function 0, then target self, and now apparently my phone's not been charging. God damn it. Owner, recast trigger. So I know this part's working. It's this part that's not working. Oh, fucking that's why. Doi. It's not looking for the fucking weapon, it's looking for itself. No wonder it's causing problems. Oh, I really am fucking out of it today, aren't I? I should probably just make Honeyed Claws deal more damage right now so I can speed this up, because otherwise it takes 3 hits, which I still think it needs just to be way more damage anyway. Because I'd assume that it should probably be a 2-hit weapon, based on the fact that it's a high cooldown. Then just make it so the recast deal a lot less damage. I'm not seeing it, but I can't remember if I actually set this up to like give the different visual when it triggers. No, I have not. Because it's supposed to be this spot here that changes it. Alright, I'll fuck around with it later and test it out a little bit more, because I think it's not fully working, which is not good. But like I said, I'm just not feeling very great right now. My brain's sputtering. I know it's sputtering, and yeah. So, with that being the case, then thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You're awesome. Stay awesome. And I hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye!